Last time on Monster Talks, we dove into the Underdark to chat about mind flayers. As long as we're down here, let's keep both, or rather, all of our eyes open to see what other terrors we can behold. Today, we're talking about beholders. Hello, and welcome to Monster Talks, the show that delivers must-know info on classic creatures from Dungeons & Dragons. Continuing our series of unique and classic monsters of D&D, beholders were first introduced in the Greyhawk setting in 1975. One even appears on the cover of the book. They've appeared in every edition since, with each one expanding on their lore and adding more varieties of beholders to encounter. When it comes to original D&D creatures, beholders just might be the most original of them all. A testament to their iconic status is how little they've changed over the years. Beholders are large, floating, organic spheres with no other body to speak of. Their core defining features are their large mouths filled with sharp fangs, the single large bulging eye on their face, and the many smaller eye stalks on top of their head. Otherwise, beholders come in a variety of textures and colors. Don't let their silly look fool you. Beholders are formidable, aggressive, and dangerously mad. In 5th edition D&D, they are classified as large aberrations with a challenge rating of 13. Their power comes from their eyes, each of which channels a different magic ability. Their central eye can create a cone of anti-magic that extends up to 150 feet, making it impossible to attack them with magic from close or medium range. Their smaller eye stalks provide a number of offensive eye beam attacks that can charm, frighten, petrify, disintegrate, or even outright kill an enemy in a single attack. Phew! And that's just a few things they can do. Coupled with their innate hovering abilities and their vicious bite attacks, it's no wonder most adventurers run for dear life when they encounter beholders. But where might one find a beholder exactly? Beholders are isolationists and reside in large lairs of their own making. They aren't always native to the Underdark, but they have been known to carve out their homes there, taking advantage of large caverns with lots of space for them to maneuver. Using their magic eye beams, they carve out vertical paths between the chambers of their home to make it harder for intruders to break in. Beholders are so meticulous about their homes that their challenge rating goes up when encountering its lair. Beholders' solitary nature comes from their xenophobic attitudes to other sentient beings. Their misplaced sense of superiority extends to their own kind as well. Every beholder believes that they are the best their species has to offer. I bet that makes family dinners very awkward. Some beholders act on their xenophobic disposition and begin conquering and enthralling those it deems lesser than it. These beholders are known as eye tyrants and have sometimes grown powerful enough to conquer and rule over vast empires. There are many distinct variants and subspecies of beholders, often a result of their madness mixing with their powerful magic and changing themselves or the world around them in some way. Here are just a few examples. When a beholder dreams of existing beyond its own death, the resulting madness magic can transform it into a death tyrant, a fleshless floating beholder skull with necromantic powers. Spectators are lesser beholders that can be conjured by powerful magicians to guard a treasure or important location. Once its task is complete or its summoner dies, it is free to wreak havoc on their environment and anyone in it. The mind witness, mentioned briefly in our lithids episode, is what happens when a beholder goes through the gruesome process of ceremorphosis. Other lesser beholders exist as well, including the goth, the result of a spectator summoning gone horribly wrong, gas spores, deadly fungal plants that grow on a beholder's corpse, and the death kiss, a vampiric beholder born of bloody nightmares. There's even the tiny grouchy gazer, often used by beholders as familiars or pets. The amount of diversity and variety in these hate-filled, floating aberrations is truly outstanding. For the traveling adventurer looking to avoid these mad creatures, they're certainly ugly enough to be recognized from afar. But then again, who are we to judge? Beauty, after all, is in the eye of, well, you know. That's all for this edition of Monster Talks. If you enjoyed our show, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you think there's anything we forgot to behold about beholders, pop into the comments and let us know. Join us next time to talk more about monsters. Bye!